A mysterious creature invades the entire city. When you see it, you'll kill yourself voluntarily. In the hospital, a woman was frantically smashing against the glass, clearly having lost her mind. This scene terrified Mary, who had come for a prenatal checkup. She bolted out of the hospital, urging her sister to drive. But she hadn't anticipated that the entire city had already descended into chaos. More and more people were losing their sanity. Even her sister, driving the car, suddenly seemed different. She appeared to see something that made her burst into tears, her mind drifting. Then she began stomping on the gas pedal. Mary immediately tried to grab the steering wheel, but couldn't prevent the impending tragedy. Fortunately, they were only injured, with no life-threatening wounds. But in the next moment, her sister walked directly into the middle of the road. She cast a deep, meaningful look at Mary before doing so. Mary had no time to grieve, and unknown terror forced her to flee immediately. In the panicked crowd, she was accidentally knocked down. A kind woman ran to help her, but suddenly seemed to see something too. Repeatedly mumbling, "Mom, don't go," she then sat down in a burning car. A black man helped Mary up and ran with her into a nearby house. Many people had already gathered there, strangers to each other, but all terrified. Through television news and their own experiences, they quickly pieced together the truth. Somehow, a mysterious spirit had appeared in the air. It would manifest in the form of whatever you feared most or were most heartbroken about, even a long-lost loved one. Humans would voluntarily sacrifice their lives the moment they saw it. Without exception, seeing it meant certain death. Everyone rushed to close windows and draw curtains. Survival became their only wish. The next day, a knock came at the door. Mike, the black man, wanted to answer it, but the bald man strongly objected. However, after witnessing Mary's resilience, he ultimately compromised. They covered their eyes and opened the door. Another pregnant woman entered, having risked leaving home in search of food. Their own supplies were nearly depleted. Blindfolded and unable to go out searching, everyone felt helpless. Then the homeowner had an idea. He had installed numerous surveillance cameras around the house. If they couldn't look directly at the spirit, perhaps viewing it through camera footage would be safe after all. It was just an image. Most thought this was too risky, not knowing how these spirits operated. But the homeowner insisted on trying. He had Mike tie him up to prevent self-harm. Yet, just by viewing the screen, he too lost his mind. Those downstairs heard the impact and rushed up, immediately smashing the monitor while keeping their eyes closed. When they looked again, they found the homeowner lying in a pool of his own blood. Days passed, and their food was exhausted. They had to go out and find something to eat. The fat man suggested the supermarket where he worked. It wasn't far, but who would go, and how? After much discussion, they selected 5 people. Then they devised a plan: paint over the car windows, cover them with paper, and use the vehicle's navigation and radar systems to guide them. And so they set out.